extreme or experiences that humans went through and the negative consequences on our health, he called it stress. And he defined stress as the response of the body to any demands made on it. I'll repeat that again because that's something very interesting. The response of the body to any demand made on it. So the definition is so wide, anything can be stressful. Getting up in the morning, not having a cup of coffee, stuck in traffic, this can be all stressful. But these are the natural adversity of everyday life. So he started to explain his discovery in the press and the scientific journals, how the negative consequences of stress. And that's where it had started to get its bad name. Anything that was challenging us a little bit, taking us outside our comfort zone, well, it became stressful and just should be avoided. But with more research, with more discoveries, he discovered, well, there's actually two types of stress. There's good stress, which he called eustress, and there's a negative stress, which he called distress. And that's something to point out. Not all stress is bad. There is some stress that is good for us. It's the natural adversity of life, the natural challenges and tests of life. And there are other things that if we go to an extreme, well, it's called distress, which should be avoided. For example, if you want to run a marathon, if you run too much and you don't give your legs rest, well, that's going to cause a lot of suffering and distress on your legs. If you don't go jogging at all, you use your legs very little, well, the muscles are going to get smaller, you're going to lose your flexibility, and that's going to cause a certain distress as well on your legs. But there's a happy medium. There's a balance where it's actually exercise is good for your legs. But it's going to stress your legs because exercise does stress your body, but it's good for the body. And that's the same for the whole human being, our mind, our emotions, our energies, our body. There's a certain balance, a certain band where a natural challenge is actually good for us. And we need it. Human being needs that. Because if we don't have something that challenges us, pushes us outside our comfort zone, that takes us, that helps us learn, well, then we're going to go into the stress. We need a challenge of life. That's part of life. And what Hans Selye said, there's always stress. So the only point is to make sure that it is useful to yourself and useful to others.